Hello, my name is Dr. Isaac Manata. Do you know what mental health is? Meet us on Nsem this and every Tuesday on Ocean One TV.
Nsem, redefining mental health in Ghana and beyond.
Good evening. My friend Dr. Isaac Manata and I on Akwaba Zerba Nsem Jumezi. Every Tuesday from 6 to 7 p.m. We come here to discuss issues on mental health. And over the past months, we've been talking about many things relating to mental health. Now, in the Yabot Twedo, now, as usual, I'm on this show with Ms. Anita Paddy and also Mr. Samson Opoku-Agyemang. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Now, let's start a discussion be about marital conflicts and mental health. There, yes, I've been with some in relation to people, couples, in terms of one of our partners. Now we have partners. Now, what are some of the reasons why these conflicts come about? Now, when these conflicts, what exactly are we supposed to be doing? Because if you don't understand issues about mental health in relationships, you may have unnecessarily, there will be unnecessary, but conflict be what you handle in a certain way is going to help, continue the relationship. And the statistics show that there are more people divorcing than marrying, and that is quite significant. It is if you have any issues relating to your marriage, it is also part of mental health. And you need some professional help. We have psychologists, we have psychiatric nurses, we have psychiatrists, and we have counselors and people share these issues and they talk about it and they help you tidy up a bit. In that, we are going to continue what we started some time back on marital conflict and also mental health. So you are welcome. Call a friend, call a relative. Now, one shall Nsem Jumezi. Samson Opoku-Agyemang. As usual, I'll start with you, right? Marriage. Today, when I was coming, I was watching something on Facebook. There was some discussion on Facebook about marriage and even responsibilities at home. Though now in our environment, it's like usually, at first, when it comes to home care, taking care of children and all that, primarily, now people thought it was the work of the woman, and now things are changing. Now it's not really like that. But do you think that is important in relation to mental health? In a conflict, Nazi?
Okay, thank you, and I bet you it's very important. Last week we catch him say now we have a lot of disposable things, your disposable plate, disposable cups, your disposable husband, disposable wife. So now it's very easy to dispose of things. That was on the funny side, but I have a strong belief say conflict in one marriage is because of rules that are not well defined now. Titina near my many papa muarino. No be any there also. Unim de also ya no nche so be more, but if you know say you do to no be boy, you appreciate say more. When you don't appreciate and you think everything is normal, it had a conflict ba. Me you cry na me mother na din so ko see me father battle so kwa kujare. If I see my father cannot carry water, but it's a sign of respect to the husband.
Anita is smiling now.
Yeah, she might agree or decide not to agree, but now your friend mirror. Not as if the husband owned the wife, but to a sign of respect. Now, when there is respect in the home, there is order in the home. And my conflict about from one of the cause of conflict say you need clearly defined rules. So
lack of clearly defined rules,
so in the house. Behind your part, a tidy chaos ba. But say obian him the also at the peace ba. Inti say if the man knows and the woman appreciates say it's my duty to do house chores. Now obane yare and so ni ho. Now the husband does it. No obane appreciate sen kono me no sen come here washing. But me kuna ya mami. So my husband, thank you for helping me wash. The man may not see it to be slavery. The man may see it to be supporting a wife who is appreciative. But when the woman thinks because your school fees and the 2 cities by means me wash also wash be. So when even you support the person in the home, the person think it is your role. At a point you start to be inner anger because you feel like the person do not respect my role as the head anymore.
You know, but you know, just to maybe ask further, right? But is it that we have who made it their role? Why? Because someone will ask that, okay, who says washing is a woman's role? Who says cooking is a woman's role? Like, is it like, do we have to say it's someone's role? Like,
there's a big hypocrisy, and the hypocrisy comes from everybody. Those rules, Mami Fana and show Mama those rules. Those rules are rules we are brought up to learn by the society, a societal orientation. Say Mami Wababa. Okay, say, oh, you're about so the woman will make sure the girl know how to cook. In our home, they'll make sure the man know how to pound fufu. And I didn't think chebe masin ye kafu, but chebe masin ye fufu. Nya choba sen your kafufu, ya choba sen your cabin, chebe mason your wash the cab, sen your bedo. So clearly from infancy, obia beche neba the rules. So yeah, society ne defining rules for each of the sexes. Sometimes be ma crop head you know be for kojo bisia be man so there be a share kitchen side. Yes, and the parents do that. Say oye na waware no no. Okoni nua be ma fie. Na ni nua be ma washing. Na ni nua be ma ire ehye dem no aduana be ka se atabao. Oka se oire na tabao. But she expects you to do same for her. That is the hypocrisy I don't understand. Every woman say ma me kofi na ba be ma si ni ire niam na oba ni no aduane a. Cause na kodo aware be ni me kwa me ba ne achi ne mago no osi ne na fa ne so. But that same person come to sit in her marital home
and expect the husband to do the same. But you know, just I want you to continue this. I'll come to Anita, you know, in a minute. But in marriage, should it means that the two of them will have to decide. It's not like this is what a woman must do. This is what a man must do, but the two of them can come to a certain agreement. Is it that like two? No. Because this can create problems in the home.
I think a woman must know what she must do.
By what we decide.
The man takes care. That is how your society is.
So what if someone comes from another society?
That is what I was coming to.
In the Ghanaian culture, something runs through. The woman takes care of the house. The man brings funds to manage the house, and the man controls the house in terms of man decisions. Or what if you're afraid of Mamru and for Bamru? Who if you're Kwana Bob, Esha, your wife will wait for you to come and fix it because a man, carpentry work it will be fear. They wait for the husband to come and nail it. Even the clock, battery additional clock, they will tell you, say, battery not you, battery boy is saying, but that is your duty. When you know your duty, now the other partner is helping you, you appreciate the help. And then the conflict about.
Yeah.
When you think say also that is where the conflict lies. I'm not saying you shouldn't help each other. I'm saying you should know your role. So me, if my wife me to school fees, I should thank her. And she'll be happy to do it the next time. But it's a problem. And to get to a point,
and from this point, you know, we have realized that normally marital rules, you know, it is socially defined, depending on the culture and stuff, right? And the husband may be coming from a certain society, the woman may be coming from a certain society. They've all been groomed differently, and that in itself, the difference in that can create conflicts in the house. And if it's not managed well, there will be problems.
It is.
There will be problems. Anita, what do you say about this?
Because you know it's the truth.
If you are not in person, make a hero. Come back, so okay. May I agree with you, but some are working. Well, to an extent, may I agree.
Yes.
To an extent, I agree with you, but like we interjected, or Kasan. So, what if the person is coming from a different home,
a different society? Yes.
Yes. Roles are not defined. Imagine, like we've had people share their stories of they do women's societally defined women's roles. No feel say I should be able to take care of the home. Na me ye bibia. Why should there be conflict?
No, the issue is not about Bemania conflict. The issue is about the attitude of the other partner.
So, oh yeah, but me no, knowing that your uncle will be a to your mosano, and I don't appreciate. Like as I say, oh yeah, na why? So we yeah, nyeshi, me yeah, nyeshi, once oh yeah, nyeshi. And if that is the case, why should it bring conflict?
And nyeshi na the conflict, but on say we live in a society and you don't want to team. Ukunu one now for, Obani so one now for.
With the family.
Yeah, nobody really talk about the relationship to compare. But obia sem fa tima onto timi the two of. If you marry, say oh your ba no warrior. I will say oh enjoy your marriage. And enjoy your marriage means say you enjoy the marriage as a wife. No matter how much Obani earn at the end of the month. Say Obani earn the same bear man cry because it's the man's duty to give house money, you know. No matter how small your money is, also the man's wife. You don't come and say because my wife is earning more than me, into okotod eduaneba enyashi. That's you are not being a husband. She's still living her single life.
But you know when you said that, I think that now, with all the societal changes and changing rules and economic situations here and there, I think that generally the roles of each, the man and the woman, is changing, right? And from what you said, for example, if, especially with these fees here and there, I realize that the same people who may complain about a certain person's role, when they are required to perform a certain role they think is the other person's role, then they complain. For example, a woman may complain, I don't have to cook, anybody can cook, that kind of thing. But when it comes to paying the bills, they expect the man to pay. Only agree.
And they don't try to do to you.
No. We are trying to.
I'm just saying we should be realistic.
Yeah.
Young men can say we can live a home without people clearly defined rules.
Yeah.
Me, I see said the reason why divorce is coming now, and it's any clearly defined rules.
Yeah.
And the reason why inquiry more stubborn, it's any clearly defined rules. When a woman give the husband respect, and you don't now saving who you are saving the case. Those times are you know, if your mother tells you say, oh papa ba, ube you are fighting because mama na cry respect papa no.
Yeah.
So every child in the home respect papa no. So oh young crab on the same and the papa in quotes father comes in ube jai side near. So if that respect is broken in the home and cry suffer.
Yeah.
If people could do things anyhow, your kids will also start doing things anyhow. And there is an internal conflict. The issue is that when your husband goes to the colleague FA, then the wife will come and put plate on the table, bring water for them to wash their hands. Be a face saving exercise and that woman she's not doing it every day. But if your husband comes home and the food is in the kitchen, you can go and do your own dishing. Hey, then your mind starts shaking. Hey, and then you a nice guy across the support minty. So once you are living in a society, likewise the man, if you go to your friend's home and the husband respect the wife, talk to the wife nicely, and your husband does not, in a way you feel like, hey, what is wrong with my husband? So far as we live in a society, obia neighbor, obia life affect you. You can't marry your own marriage. Your marriage is what the society accepts to be marriage. So if you want to reduce conflict, I feel say our roles
should be clearly defined. Yeah. So a clearly defined rule, any knowing where the person is coming from, would be able to save a lot of conflict in terms of social rules, right? And but yes, Anita.
To add to it, I feel our expectations into
our expectations, right? Okay.
Because, like he's saying, clearly defined rules. That is what we expect. Into Ankobasa na akofa conflict from. But if we hold high expectations too, they don't help. Because onipana oban, onipana wako warin, the person is not perfect. Neither are you. Inti mutu no, and you are meeting each other halfway.
Yeah.
And it's it depends on the two of you. So if you're expecting much from your wife or much from your husband, na amba, and also create another.
Yeah. But in a way, no, if people really marry, right?
Pope say
I
feel say if you are not ready, don't marry.
Yeah.
I don't like Luther, but some statement he makes, I like it. If you are not ready, don't marry. Oh yeah, Bema. Now mean to your school fees. Don't marry.
Because school fees will come.
The school fees
on school fees, I don't marry.
How? No.
Because it will get to a time you no longer become a father. Your wife will become the father. As a inner anger, you may think your wife is taking up your role.
Well, Anita, what is your conflict dilemma with that statement?
I see if
you are not.
How did you get the children?
No. What he's saying is that if you're a man and you know you can't pay fees, don't marry.
Don't marry.
Okay.
Because when you marry, fees will come.
Fees will come and you pay.
And you pay.
I don't complain. Say I'm paying too much fees. A reward for giving birth. So those are the rules people should know when they want to marry.
Yeah.
That if you are the man, prepaid buy, don't go and ask your wife, go and buy credit. If you are the man, now say rent buy, don't ask your wife, go and pay. So if your wife is helping you to pay, you thank your wife. That is the emphasis I'm making, so that the wife will
especially know for what we are saying, especially in the Ghanaian society.
Yeah, Ghanaian society.
If you go to UK or US, so all these about social rules, it's more of society, yes. And things are changing, especially in. But the base is that everybody in a marriage, they need to know that they are married. They need to clearly define their goals in the marriage and their roles and be responsible to and be able to balance out and help each other. And what marriage is about helping each other, like you balance out, you know.
And then the Pope said there should be clearly defined.
Yes, but there's balance.
Yeah, the balancing is when the other help appreciate. It is an office. So oh, your secretary. Now say Obana say cleaner and receive visitors amount because you are not around. You say thank you. Because you know that is not the cleaner's job. That is the point I'm making. We should help each other in marriage, but when the other partner appreciate the help neighbor more, another person will not feel cheated.
Yeah.
But if that is not coming, at a point you may feel so the amount. So your wife will take a role. Me, I always use where I work as an example. If your wife is a nurse, they will call afternoon shift. There is a trend, and every time the husband may close earlier than the wife because wife be point you might be 8 o'clock. So every time your husband will be cooking. And if you have afternoon shift for 2 months, your husband is cooking. If the wife comes home and doesn't appreciate that the man is helping, at the point the man will get tired. The man also start taking late shift.
But well, the helping is depending on what the agreement between the two is. Because if, for example, in a home, they all agree that you can cook, I can also cook, right? Then the thank you becomes.
And there's something synonymous with white marriage. That is divorce. So if you want to marry the white marriage, you should be ready for divorce. And I can't know. The biggest problem in US.
Yeah, even among the Black American communities, about 70% single motherhood.
Instead, they say pair. Black and white black married for more than 2 years, and she got 2. The whole US, more than 2 years. So it is because of the role conflict. Everybody feel they are big in their home. So if Ghana, you per se, we should be ready. Less than 2 years. In Ghana.
2 years, well, I know of 3 months.
2 years,
So that is the point I'm making. If you are copying their marriage, we are copying their divorce. You can't eat your cake and have it back. But if you want to maintain a role-defined marriage, we have longer marriages.
Yeah.
So are we saying that by that strictly you have a good marriage?
You would have a peaceful marriage. When him say, let me tell you something.
It may not be good, but
peaceful marriage. Go to a Muslim.
But if it's peaceful, then it's good. Go to Asumjena at the end of the day.
Go to an Islamic home where the husband have 3 wives, because they all respect the husband as the head of the family, and the husband have authority in the home. The 3 men could be staying home. Nobody will fight.
Are you sure?
They may fight, but it may not.
The husband will not know. Say, if the husband know and call you to order, you are in order. But yeah, about Copen Queens me manage because nobody know their rules.
Well, whatever we are saying, you know, it's a whole lot. But we're saying that this is also part of mental health issues, right? And if you have a marital conflict on this level, you may need some professional help. And if you want to call in at any point in the show and give your own opinion or suggestions, you can also call 054 3291 074 054 3291 074. You can call that line, and we would also we'll pick your call. And let's hear from you. What do you think? Right, Anita. Well, but away from social rules, maybe we can even add, even taking care of kids and stuff is a big thing. But in the home, you know, if there's not some agreement and some compromise and some understanding about what we really want in the home, there will be problems.
Yeah.
And if the two of them really love themselves and they really want things to work, then everybody should be prepared for some compromise and be able to help each other sort it out. Because, for example, if you're a woman and you really love your husband, it should be a joy to say, I'm cooking for my husband. If you are a husband and really love your wife, it shouldn't be a problem trying to provide and doing extra. Even though you can decide to even cook or you know, those things.
Yeah, but you know, another thing is you can love your husband and be willing to cook. But like Pope said, response is now and a reaction now.
That means love, no? Okay, maybe then the love is one way.
That is it.
The love is one way.
I didn't say it takes.
But I say go from one view. Like now, everybody have become wise, you know, because people don't know whether this marriage will survive or not. So people are wise.
It's about whether no, like
I can't marriage, mono. It's bad,
and I think it's from the beginning. It is not in the marriage. It is from the beginning, because I know Obia. They broke up, they came back, and the lady decided, okay, so although I'm in, I am out.
Yeah,
out. No matter worry, and she feels and past experiences, so she's not overcome it, and that is how they are in, but they are not really in. Oh, I had to be a fan of one dream, and no day baby. So, on no buy any part, but on call the extra mile. Also, by your part,
because
you may
of
decide.
Insecurities based on past experiences.
That is it. You may decide to go the extra mile, but on no one call the extra mile, and it can also cause conflicts, because every now and then they have conflicts.
Yeah. But this social rules, you know, is it like the influence from other people? Maybe you go to someone's place, you see what they do. You watch Facebook, you watch something on the internet, people are telling people how their husbands and wives are. Do these things influence how people think in marriage?
Social media.
Yeah, the way social diversity. May I believe, sir, we were discussing this, I think this week, class, and I told my people, sir, we are copying technology wrongly. We are copying culture wrongly. A crow be a film ni mo amame. Oko in the Obana ware bema. The mama is different. Bema bushon could your bride price. Oba mum ne work come bema. So if I watching now Indian soap series now share Indian movies now, you think your marriage should be like the Indian marriage, you are mistaken.
You're in trouble, yeah.
It can never be like that. But that is why you are watching. And now say what we see, what we hear have influence on our life. More than what you are being taught in classroom. So the things we are watching, but it's the expectations you mentioned. And then young men, young women, Hello.
Yeah, but you didn't baby afraid.
Your friend Kofi man. Okay. Because the free Kumase.
But you bet me akasa.
I'm a program na mo yen me hwemo pa kama.
And that's it.
Na the man ba kono o kan. Eye pa by ene man o mabano. Che je dia de dia we ya de mana. O expect je de dia o be ya man. Je dia ba de. De dia o ne pa sorry. No I didn't bag in crap. My idea to one day, one in a bag in crap. Who be man when your problem? It is that the so as you say. a man I said, "Yo, by them I will buana, and no interested there, teach now, oh, yeah. And I'm being worker.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Kumas, you check Kumas.
Maybe if you come in your dream back.
That's a mukra bag.
No, you see, and I think this point you made an important point I want to stress on, that even in the same country, depending on the culture and the tribe you are from, management is different.
Exactly.
It's quite different. So if you're marrying someone, you should take time to find out where is this person coming from and what is their practice. You know, there are some people when you marry them, you don't marry into the family. You marry into Mkwe you marry a. You know, so the family becomes a part and parcel of your daily activities. And if you don't know, there will be conflict. Yes.
I did say that is marriage. You are marrying a family.
No, you are married into two.
Okay.
Into a family. Another family, no. Into a family means that though you are part of the family, they don't influence things too much. But if you marry the family, and every day,
this man said the same thing that I was saying. It's not bad to help, but also the point is making is that if you are helping the other partner thinks it's your job now, I want a problem, I want a conflict, So because you can wash, there be a busy Saturday so that you wash.
No, but the you know, I really want us to touch on this because and what is happening is that forget about Ghana culture and Ghana society. Sisiano, it's not really about, but it is about the two of them and what they want to do, regardless of culture. Like I said, who determine what is your role? What is good son and way? Or bad so cook or bad. Nobody now that is what is happening. You know, in the past we don't debate. We come from a certain society and a certain culture. In our culture, usually it's the women who cook, it's the women who tidy and all that. If a man does it, I say one. But now it's not the same. So now who decides? Is it the two of them who decide? Pope.
Yeah, you mentioned family. You mentioned society. The difference between obi and normal and obi abnormal, and say why are abnormal? Oh yeah, do obi anyebi. So the two of you cannot decide to marry your marriage. You become abnormal. My marriage is very different from what the society sees to be normal.
But who cares about
who cares? It is your marriage. It is not their marriage.
I'm happy we all know mental health. Yeah. And it's my life. So no matter how I live my life, who cares? But somebody who care at the point you better go to a hospital because your life is becoming a threat.
No.
And obia or yara jumi Arabia any life. Who cares? Who cares? But at the point society will see that no, we care about your life. Into my own self life. So at the point your marriage you say who care? Society will tell you, Master, we care. My example, you can decide say, oh, you are 5 years, yeah. You give them after 5 years. Who the hell can do that in Ghana? No matter your educational level, no matter your qualification, won't mean the kids are stands with Ghana. I saw two now bridge.
Are you sure?
The family will make you give. I say be a one number. Yeah, you make you maybe any pan a one number, but the family, the society will tell you. What is the point I'm making? So even the flat amutim, not your family. Hey, most of you share him there and cram up Bamungo, and now then I'm more charge you. We are say the society. Why would you marry your office? In a then I watch only 3 years now, 1 year. And it will get into your mind unconsciously. And you may want a baby. You may go for fertility clinic. So the point is, but the society you live in will determine what is normal for you. That is the normality.
Then I think that maybe it's to an extent whereby it will not affect other people. But that notwithstanding, if it has to do with roles, say and it is something we have the joy, it shouldn't cause a conflict.
So the baseline is that the two of them must understand why they're married, understand each other's contribution to the marriage, and be able to help each other to be able to achieve that. But you know what, my difficulty with this is that we have a certain generation where they are not ready to bend in any way in marriage, and not able. For example, you marry this man who believes that a woman must cook. right? In order to save your marriage, you have to cook. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you don't cook, you will lose the marriage.
If you don't know how to cook, don't
in the past, right? A woman may say that, okay, this is what my husband wants. I want to save my marriage. So even if it's uncomfortable, it is not like abuse. I don't know, we are against it. As for those things, we're talking about the normal, usual things which won't harm you, which won't hurt you. I hope you understand. But it is something that becomes a role in the house that your husband expects from you or your wife expects from you, right? And if these things are not done, it's going to end in divorce.
Yeah.
It's going to end in divorce.
True. Only those times when you're watching movies, now you have a man who is a drunkard, even in the movie and a can drama. Not papa no will be open Sam. The advice at the mobile and say, oh, we are croco and the manager you. We were best you crowd bono, no, that is the drama. Even the drama we were watching. Now the drama we are watching, they say, yes, Slay Queen. Hell no. Hell no, I'll get another person. That is the drama you are watching. So the even the drama is destroying marriage. So now girls feel say, "O say me medjuma, me am hwe me ho. Wa wo na hwe me ajaye, si me timi ahwe me ba." Ene da bia obehwe oba. You never get a husband because the man you are marrying is compromising. Me I tell you. And you say me my Marital, but we can't buy because it's in our family. Sometimes when you are on to shirt time, you realize say the whole year now on to shirt. Because once the money come, we housekeeping money, who to for repair car, who to school fees, every na answer. Obana mami aya, you still give your wife money to go and give the mother, even though your wife is working. But the wife have resources. So you are putting a lot of sacrifice. So if my sacrifice, I made half of my salary, I'm going to say for no eduani. And your partner say you struggle and cook maybe a jollof kikano media, and he says because your career wants me no, you marry your career. So at a point, everybody makes sacrifices. That is the point that people should understand. Yeah, I'm feeling say bema the only way into anyashi. Share come the idea where you mem. Sometimes we don't even eat lunch because if we want to eat lunch, we can't cater for the home. I know men are on me manual job. Okay, amazing for you know the sacrifice people put in to take care of the family. Dry season, Hamatan or sorry at dawn. What was so concrete design in the evening just to give you money to cook. Now the says carry am kwaba say what to dokunes we twemeko. How do you think the man will feel? Like upon all my sweat, obi 2 man hole. Now when this empty people are laying cables, look at the guys, the way they suffer. At the end of the day, man bear 20 cedis, no abroad 15 cedis. And they think because he's not cooking in the house, he's free on your shade. Oba no beda say oba o no aduane no wada until he's not helping me. Obi agina you also 8 hours abomon hole. And those are the realities we are not appreciating now.
You know I'm wondering why. I think that we still have to this particular issue. We still have to. But for example, now, right now, there are women who also go to work from morning till 5. They also have a stressful work, the same as the husband, and they come home, and the husband expects the woman to also cook in addition, right? In addition, you and I go 8 hours pepper. We've all come back.
So in my position, women, some job women do. Anita is laughing.
Okay, but
I now already.
No, but that notwithstanding, it doesn't mean that those who are in the situation cannot like omun to me nya imwebi and omun to me free. You have your position, yes, but this is the fact. The fact is that obeko 8 hours, meko 8 hours here, beba. So what happens?
Remember no Mandy.
We can compromise, especially if I have a couple. They go 8 hours. They be an kununu bedu fieja na yeru. They be every day 5 days in a week. They be ani kununu bedu fieja na yeru. Obeba nani kunanu eja.
That is a problem.
What is that?
You will get tired when you are doing a role that is not your role. You will get tired.
No, but like I was saying, I think
say get tired and a conflict.
The two of you understand. Na nije na modeya where the husband knows that me so me koye. Distance into because living in Accra, the traffic, everything. Maybe Beban Bibi or Ojari then we go about our normal. And during the weekends, the woman makes sure that manual aduane into a fridge me, so it is about heating or just boiling.
Anita,
So
I want
that's the case.
I wanted to come there. I think there now, no, people marry with a certain kind of mindset that is not compatible with marriage, right? Everybody has a certain mindset. Everybody has a fixed way of doing things. And when they go into the marriage, they go with the same expectations and the same attitude, and it won't work, right? I think, say, if for example you are home, right, the two of you know that this is our work. My wife is working for this reason. The husband is working for this reason. We all agree on this work, right? Because it's marriage. And obviously a man shouldn't suppress a woman shouldn't suppress a man. Everybody should be able to achieve their goals, right? And those goals is what brings certain sense of fulfillment here and there. That is fine, right? But if for example you call 8 hours, that means say I'm a man, I'll come home earlier than you, right? You made an important point that weekends, we can help each other put something together, so that in the week, it won't be like, yeah, braba, no affiance will be someone is coming to cook. But the point is that now, Obibeka every weekend the crown.
Well, then that may be where the problem will come from. Because if you have conflict, you can't this cooking, this job and thing na say what bana heating, now we can make na because weekday I know that definitely you come before me. Then it shouldn't really bring conflict because the two of us have come to that agreement. And I say, but in a case where weekend is say oh in your brain, then maybe I wanna pop as I'm not can a baby.
Yeah.
Because I wanna
I know I talk to a lot of my people because of certain positions I find myself. Say oba onim se ni kunmeduane no ano. They feel relaxed at work. Very relaxed at work. Upon hand home temu. I live in office about 4 bapon or babon command number 5. Oh, Mako, coffee, the other one, man crying in a dog, but no crown, did not matter. So it becomes a normal behavior because you send you could obey them. Or for be a human for fra, which and 50 Ghana for by a human. At a point, he may feel frustrated because you said man more profit and you are cheating me. I want a conflict. When you marry fresh, I also beat me. Oh, I'm helping my wife. After 15-10 years, that is where the man will be sneaking to go and see an 18-year-old girl just to have a conversation with her because time I need be afraid my abano. Na papa na bre no ada. So if you want to save your marriage, you make sacrifices by playing your role. In playing your role, your partner will support you. Yes, what him say, if you are a man, men are never comfortable if your wife give them money. You are never comfortable. Do you know why? Because you think it's your duty to say on our more by Niska. That is why if you now Niska you feel embarrassed. Because you know say, oh, ideally me no say me try na me money be. So sad any doubt you are always trying to work hard to earn an income. Bemas are running in the team no are very relaxed and lazy. But a man who knows say no, I have to provide for my house, I have to pay my kids' school fees, will try. Will say money be no, but they are trying. Minimum drivers are about 2 days. No share that may finish some person better fuel. He wants to get money
to come.
Yes, right. That is a man who is responsible. Person playing a role. When a wife want to play her role, me are no bankers who sometimes even give people money to go and buy food stuff for them. Say be upon your be Russia could feel no do and you get another banker who said that because I'm a banker, maybe feel 8, so my husband should cook. And I ask myself, who could you come what will your kids do? That same woman come and cook. That same woman on my excuse so my 8 hours. That same woman on my excuse say weekend on quite a bit me and will come home every day to cook.
I'm wondering what some of my viewers are thinking, but let's hear your view on this, right? But we're trying to have a very balanced discussion about these things, and if we understand, a lot of conflicts in the home will be solved, right? So the number on the screen, you can call the number. It's open, you can call. But you know, but if you look at this social roles here and there, can we say that there's our roles in the house as couples? Can we say that some of them is innate are we wired, you know, are we there? Yeah, is it part of our makeup? There, it's a kaya who say we dear obema feely ewonimu say we dear send me one ya. Does it worry them? You know, there's some you know innate that this one women are more prone to do this because of who they are as women. Anyone, because if that is not there, because yes, hello, Pacho. We need to be afraid.
Yeah, your friend is Johnny, my friend, so too.
Okay, Pacho, wait to Yakasa.
Program na moye the fine papa. Na adiba ko ni say we say yema especially Marital phone nkiti se na maba no. Obia na sedi ase mamu, unu asedi a wo so woye. Ni oba no so na sedi a oye. Sisi no yakofa abrofo culture. Nesi iku also bo me no bia na de get sa abrofo no e ho na omo de omo account na bomu Ghana ni oba oye duro fi market ba kura ko na o credit sika na de kunu ba no ya share party no akata so one is different but as oba ne de me you to ko bibi ye baba also expect ye fa so na de baba you be no abre but yes because of where your man said say I was so kitchen she has to go there because she has been trained for that. Now all about so yes you say Oman will be any infant said look so quite no physical man infant palaro. Therefore when man a compound no you say you are a more bit of water, you shall have bread to be pocket you want my poor woman, then a young one, no the one. It is not a duty at the work. You mean money be the Bremen of water cracker. Now, or share time in a Bremen of baby fee, and some of you release or share time of Bremen of baby fee, the fridge of a baby, or a child you can have a wolf. Maybe you only because you repair a wolf for no value between our. And I will say, Yama and man who are mastered. I also get. Let and blame man so almost soon be no more from the chicken break, yet from first and Balano school. Run them and then or Bandy also provided no during the lane. Now, I was for watch and you soon. I will say, you know, into if you come over the you know, about your country, Joe, Ghana, or Baron, there's no money, yeah. Maybe some music, like you said it to again. Or maybe music, what about or to come more? And so, we did not really have for crowd just school fees, we did on the top one, or maybe so I say, Manisca not from Pagana Mammy. It's in my own, to Mama, Master.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
But do you know now what at a point I want to say now there are people are omodium account or musikabo or different accounts, but at the end of the month made this amount of or this amount of we create one account, and that is what is catering for the family, the whole.
Well, those things are really reducing because you see, a lot of people don't understand. People do.
No, I think people are doing that rather.
Yes.
Say, yeah, fire accounts.
Yeah, hello. Hello. Good evening, Pacho. Did the baby off Refi?
My friend, my preferred Santa Market.
Okay, Pacho, bet you are Casa.
You, as a man, I can work and I want to never can.
Okay.
Because a mamma, a money can you need. Oko pro basi kama wake ya respect in a review. Like I think I start here from beginning na. Onana tedi wonya na tedi. Ugoto musika ene kwala na na die. Ube wo fo mudi akho matane se pata. Njono se yan no so a so ba to so anwa. Ba help me here bom ne ba 1 2 oh e dia meri e jumanti mi sen so ba. Oh me yedi advert nyu ba wonya. Omuso ba ndi no. Nti ono na se je jama no na nso wo die no omodi aso be ye wo die no sene se pata sene be ya o konso respect no sadeka na se wuntini nya hade a yero mana be boa no be bia ono no so de ho na ne de ho so be nya foto.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Well, you know, and like we're saying earlier,
I will can obasika indi. Opa yesterday, you'll be surprised that a lot of women today almost can
nobody have said the point is we say we investigate your basika on in benya trouble. Obi aka say mo fam.
Yeah, hello. Hello, but you didn't be afraid.
Oh, but I'm going to be the Marisha.
But you bet be akasa.
Oh, but your blood, remember some boy. And Marcia, black. Oh, we used to be quitting. Why she imagine a race? Whoever that Mr. Bobby and I'm wedding, Obeja Cola. We can also always to me so eliminating your man, super best me some water. Oh, the window. When I was to make me a fool to say, but so eliminating no way now. Oh, Mamma, I'm boy, what? Oh.
And me to crowd. Okay, thank you. Well, you know what? I have a basic principle about these things. I have a basic principle. Generally, societally, in society and culture, right? We have some rules that have been defined, right? Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, but you did baby of Refi.
Me pacho ya frame Elvis. Me ka se free Kumasi etonsu esreso.
Mbacho bet me akasa.
Me pacho de me papa na wache ho ne kano ana me di bi soso.
Okay.
First no na ye ne ye ma me ne ye papa mu ko afuom. Ekoye adwuma. Ye kodo. Ye kopam. Ye ba enkwala ni be konsuo maame no ebe no aduane ama ne kunati wo serve no mpo a obesa akoto wo nanim ene oba kodwum ne so kotena moko ho ekoton moko 2000 bi bafia wo se mabre mepacha wo maame a wo no no wo so agya kakraka bi di frefuom e de bafie wo basa be no aduane ma ne kunodi enti ase ene no ye yire fia sadie ye fia sedie ama be ma bi ye bibia wo fia na ne tirimo ntene no efri sedie oba na ye no nani nye ho na nso ye se aware enti no wote ho na twentwene ne bo enti mesra mo ya mo fa sedie na nso nka ho na mo nkyirikyiri na nyem se ma no asua bibi se obia nye bi wo fie enso ye wo weidie ewo weidie obi anya ne die na obi wura obi die mododo bia e de asem foforoba.
Okay, but yeah, that's it.
Mr. Mo.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. But let me, you know, I really wanted to make a statement here that depending on the society, you have defined rules, right? But in any case, you know, I think that when people are married, they should be able to help each other, you know, play their roles. Even if they are defined rules, they should be able to help. Because, for example, you come home, your wife is tired, right? Sometimes you can say, oh, wifey, what bread? And then my main fake, you can't even go to do baby. Oh, and I say, oh, husband, ebia monthly is school fees near them, and say, okay, yeah, I agree, say, when I see what but when, like you said, after that, you say thank you or appreciate the person. That is marriage, you know, it's not change.
That is when you are entering into somebody's room, you go with a plea. Hey, or baby, I know one with you, no banning him kasa. Don't make me watch as if it's my job.
No, but who decide whose job is that?
No. Any idea way? I'm no example. Say a friend on my juma, and I say church.
Hello. Okay.
Your friend my juma say mo koye. Oh yeah, ko say sorry. What to the woman pick broom? What to the man pick cutlass?
Yeah,
who told you which one to pick?
No, because it's more of like
who
society.
Who told you which one to pick?
No, it's the society.
Sanya they train you. Okay, enti be ma adwuma no. Obedo no ba na prafta say wado no. You do the hard one. That is how you have been trained. Bible kwaka say be ma besam na nim fifire. E de ahwe oba. Na oba okwo a ebe ye oyenti a wo bi enu ha easy CS prayer. So the point is obia on the road. Mimi issue ni say opese obi boawa you make a nice request, you don't make it your job. And now if you are missing my brain to me, I will not see I will not see. But another woman will say, oh, me rene de my brain so mukaka me in cinema. A wise woman, a husband will do that. After that, thank you. For Boma, the head of the house, now crying soon for same bono man, never boa nankasa to keep your house clean and safe. Likewise, the man, say, when is canasa or you will scar. Oh, Miss so my short two mummies come my infant to school fees. But me swam the amount. I always say, bear my respect to fear, mean do you seek. Oh, pese when you respect her. Oh, just cannot force it. Nepe, Nesan Famano. What I investigate to you, Sika, no matter your level in society, she will never respect you.
Yeah, hello. Pacho didn't will be offering fee. Okay, Salome Pacho between Akasawa.
Me Pacho, the program now, Moya Mayfier. Now, dear, me that's a mechanic say. Setia, Pitino Yapa, Panamonia, Mamma, no more cough for ma. Emma no decline. Not Obano dear. And we no or mukoka crab, Emma no see Obano decline. Not Omeyabiani. And the entisa. And the Bema no so a Bema be or authority or bed or authority o'clock. And say, or no bebeshin wabre, and say what said Bema no to M1 because and yet Memma can quan a yeshi or bano to body. And say, the Muslim a man who said, dear, a woman said, a woman as a piano and to take kind of young you.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
Oh, and another thing I wanted to add is, say they compare canin near my minimum canin. Ya wene. Yeah, in the 21st century, ye ni canino. So fine.
And history shall invest in if history is not important.
No, we are not saying that it is not important. Yeah, and can say a who here. But senior, like calls neighbor and fine. Those times no na ye mama no mom share down near corporate work like we are doing now.
Who asked you to do that?
Society.
Nobody you.
Things have changed.
You chose to.
The world is evolving.
But me teacher too.
Niema that's in the na to me teacher. Any na to me any so be a diversity as I said in the number. We are in a technological world. We are in a different century. Into can't maybe all, but we can't live today as it was. Neither will we live tomorrow as it was. As it is. Oh, but the issue is if we are picking things from it now, we should pick the right ones. However, today must be lived as it is today. Or and then the reality is that we are corporate people. Career women. It is not about being single. I think Senema conflicts and issues near arise. Maybe the way we address them no, and then the best. However, senior TSS and people are in today's world living today, and they are happily married.
Yeah.
You get it? And they are a lot of who are living the past.
They were not happy.
Yeah, they are not happily married. So it's all about the two of you, and it's all about the world you are creating. Said that Obianim said we are getting satisfaction from however we are helping each other. Yeah. And that is the most important thing.
And I think that it's not right if you see your wife struggling and you are not helping. You are not a husband. It is also not right if you see your wife struggling and you are not helping. In the home, we have to help each other maintain the home. We have to help each other take care of the home. And that should come from a certain mutual discussion and agreement. Not tunnel-minded, straightforward, straight jacket. This is what I want, this is what I know, this, that. About the sign of marriage, because marriage is compromise. Right? Even different personalities, there should be some level of compromise. For example, let's say I press Pepsodent down. Also press it up. I press down, you press up. It can create conflict, right? But at the end of the day, we need to find out, okay, if you press down, I press up. And I can't always press down, I can't, because this is how I'm used to it. We buy two. Right? So,
we teach each other.
Yeah, we'll teach continue next time. Yes. Where am I giving with some Jumezina? You talk about mental health issues. There are marital problems. It's also part of mental health. And we all see things differently based on many factors. Now, even in terms of our role at home, it can create major conflicts that can destroy the home. In addition to that, if your wife is struggling or your husband is struggling, it can affect them. Many women are stressed, men are stressed, they are depressed, they are anxious, they are worried, they are tired, and they are not happy. These are all mental health issues. And if you have any challenges, there are professionals who have been trained to settle it. And when you see a professional about these issues, they can help you put the situation in the right perspective. Na inyama koye for your family. Divorce affects everything, and that should be a certain choice. You know that you can do nothing about the situation. But I want you to know that when you see a professional, the likelihood that your marriage will be saved is very high. And we are not supposed to be tunnel-minded or so straightforward and straightjacket about things. We should be able to see things in different angles, different ways, and suggest and also see the best way forward so that your family can be saved. Now, this week, I hope that your husband or your wife will help you and there will be peace at home. My name is Dr. Isaac Monata, I'm a mental health professional and also a medical doctor. I'm here with Ms. Anita Paddy and Mr. Samson Opoko Ajman. We're all mental health professionals and we talk on mental health issues. Join me next time, same time next week, Tuesday, 6 to 7. We're about to have this discussion. We are going to talk about sex-related issues in marriage and marital conflict. To catch you, all the best. Hello, my name is Dr. Isaac Manata. Do you know what mental health is? Meet us on Nsem this and every Tuesday on Ocean One TV.
Nsem, redefining mental health in Ghana and beyond.
Akwa ba eba big man print out. Large format printing.